Alright, welcome back. This is M-Dog. Thought we would do a little night video here and see if we can't catch an eel. Someone posted on the VK site, fishing out here at 106.92 at Volkhov. We're at F6 squarewise, and we are fishing with fish pieces. We're just going to do a little 10-meter clip out here. And see if we can't get lucky on an eel. Did want to mention to everybody, it is my hope that just under 24 hours from now, we will be able to have a stream where we'll be doing giveaways to low-level players. So if you are level 20 or lower, I invite you to come by the stream tomorrow night on Twitch at MDog Gaming, and we'll try to hook you up with some baits or gear or something. I don't know exactly how we're going to do the giveaways yet. We probably will not make a big production out of it. It'll probably just be, hey, we're going to run a comp here in a little bit. Anybody that participates in the competition, I'll try to send you some stuff. So far I've gotten some gear and baits from both Jessica Tim as well as Brain. So we should have some baits. And some gear. I'll also put at least some garlic dough, maybe semolina garlic dough, a couple things like that that are good early level baits that you may not be able to make yet. So we'll try to hook you up. So if you're new to the game or still fairly low level, 20 or lower, come on by the stream and participate in the comp and get some free stuff. Also be a good chance, just if you have questions and want to ask me or folks that are hanging out in the stream those questions, then hopefully we can help you that way as well. Yeah, we got started a little early, didn't we? It's 20, almost 21. But you never know with eels. We might get an early one. This is a risky proposition, by the way, because we could totally strike out on eels. It's such a weird, finicky thing that just because someone else has caught some nice eels here lately doesn't mean we're going to necessarily catch one in one random night that we try it. But I honestly don't. So I've been really busy the last couple days. You may have noticed that my video output has dropped down. A lot of stuff with family, which has been good. Also work has picked up, which has been fine. I also probably need to think about a series to kind of get back into, whether that's a leveling series or something else. You know, one thing I thought that might be fun, a series, quote unquote, type of videos, is to actually just here on my main account do a series where we go around and just each day try to knock off one trophy from one of the water bodies. So, you know, find out. Daggum. Is there really not a fish on? That line just came all the way in, didn't it? There is a fish on. So let's see what we're getting here on fish pieces. Oh, we did catch an eel. Okay. We caught an eel. Is this clipped? Is it me, or did that seem like that went a little far? Oh, maybe not. I believe there's a something on this as well. Oh. 2 for 2 eels. Okay. This might be an eel spot. So let me finish my thought here. You know, at some point they came back and created these trophy cards, right? And I think all the trophies got reset. So all of the like roach trophies at mosquito I had called, or perch trophies or whatever, suddenly they were gone, right? And it would be cool to go back and just like have a series of like, okay, let's just focus on one trophy. And I wouldn't just go blind. I mean, I would try to find like, okay, what's a trophy that I don't have that someone is reporting they've caught somewhere today or in the last couple days, and you know, go see if we can make that happen. So anyway, that might be worth thinking about. I also am somewhat interested in starting another leveling series. I'm not quite there yet, but I love doing those, so it might not be too much longer. I like to let a little bit of time go by just to let it breathe so that we wait till there's maybe a new crop of new players coming into the game. Folks have suggested a float only leveling series, and I just don't know that I can bring myself to doing that. I would actually probably be more open to a spin only, but even that is just depressing. I like feeder fishing so much, but spin fishing, trying to figure out how to level efficiently just spin fishing from the start at winding and then trying to make it to Balaya, basically. I know someone's going to correct my pronunciation, and that's fine. I can live with that. Okay, let me show you a little bit about what we're fishing with here. There's going to be probably questions about, since we've caught a couple eels. We've got size 6 hooks, fish pieces only, 7.7 kilo liters, and hopefully all of these rigs are set up properly. I didn't even check, actually. I probably should look at that and make sure that we actually have leaders that are smaller than our line. I changed these Boonisons around so much I didn't probably do a thorough job of checking that out. So let's look at that real quick, and then I'll show you what's in this mysterious ground bait. Yeah, so this has got 10.5 line as well, so we're good there. And this has got 7.5. So here's where we're screwed up. So we need to put different line on this third rod, which I will do very shortly. Actually, let's don't do it there. Let's do it like here. And now it is daytime again. Okay, so let's go ahead and change this so we don't set a bad example for folks here. So we want 8.7 is fine. 8.7 is fine. Now we need to set the clip again because we changed the line. And let's go ahead and get that out there, and then I'll show you this ground bait. So the ground bait I'm unsure of. I did my best to try to look and see the ground bait that they were using in the VK report. But this is what... There's a better way to do this, isn't there? This is what I got out of it. I'm missing one ingredient that they're using. So if somebody knows the 5th ingredient and you want to tell me, I can adjust it. It looked like they're using a base of semolina. I think they have chopped worm. They have some kind of worm. I'm not sure if it's the chopped one or bloodworm, but I'm assuming it's chopped worm. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Another additive was fish and meat feed pellets 4, red worm feed pellets 3, and then I'm missing an additive. The way that it gets translated on mine is something like, I don't know, it was fish related. And then fish oil attractant. So that's the ground bait we're using. I don't know. I've never used ground bait in fishing for eel very much. It seems like they like no ground bait, but since this person did, I thought, hey, I'll try it. It's probably not going to hurt because it does have like worm and fish sort of based attractant, so it's probably fine. Are the buffaloes still good? That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. As long as catfish don't come to this party, I am fine if eel and burbot show up. That is my kind of party. Alright. Well, we're going to have to catch more than 2 of them to call this an eel hotspot, but so far so good. But I could see doing a sort of a series of trophy focused videos of like let's try to really dial in on a trophy of whatever species at the different lakes. That could be cool. I mean, it gets like more and more difficult in some of the higher level lakes, but at least starting off with the lower ones would be interesting, I think. Like, there's no way I can do a video on targeting I don't know, albino ghost carp of some sort trophy. Now, if I accidentally catch one day, I could do a video of like, hey, here's how I accidentally caught it, but it's not going to be very likely that I can sit here for an hour and record a video and have any chance of catching an albino carp at all, much less a trophy version. But finding a spot where it's possible to get a trophy perch at Mosquito, maybe. And I do have inline rig on the first rod and then loop on the next 2. My inclination was to go with loop, but I thought, you know, let's do one inline as well. How far away are we? A ZM4. I wonder how much they are. $15 kilo versus 16 kilo. Interesting. Man, I love my steelheads. I mean, the ZM4 may be terrific. I have no idea, but steelheads are awesome. There we go. Come to Papa. Did it just swim towards shore? Ooh, it's another burbot. Very nice. It's cool that the burbot are pretty active on fish pieces right now. That makes this not near as sort of boring as it would be if you're just waiting for an eel. The fact that we're occasionally getting marker burbots mixed in. Have no idea what Life Ended is talking about with the steelhead, but each to their own. I guess for me, my steelheads have been very specific, like very specific purpose. When I got those, it was for Volkhov. It was back at a time where Atlantic salmon and zander were just consistently active and nice fish, and the steelhead allowed you at a fairly early level to have an affordable option to make a ton of silver at Volkhov. They make for great trolling reels and can handle really powerful fish. Now, they may not be the most versatile. I mean, I've never used my steelheads to like try to target really small predator fish or something like that, but for trolling Cory, trolling Volkhov, they're simply amazing. Look at that. Another marker burbot. Not what we were aiming for. And I really hope that we'll maybe see one more eel. But there's only 2 people here right now. But you can't complain about some healthy burbot at all. This is great. But, you know, Life Ended is saying he's going to save up for that ZM4 or whatever. I've never used that reel. It may be even better than the steelhead. I think what I like about the steelhead is that it is so affordable for someone who's sort of at that mid-tier level, high enough level to go to Volkhov, but, you know, not able to go like kill the carp at Amber to raise a ton of money, so it's like an affordable bait casting option. But a lot of it is personal preference. There's a lot of bait casting reels I haven't tried, because really what got me into spin fishing was Corey, and then soon after that Volkhov, and then, you know, I haven't done a lot. I guess I've done a little bit at Ladoga, and now I've done a little bit of pike fishing. I did a little bit of fishing for like Xander and Volga Xander at Sura back in the day, but not a lot. So most of my time spin fishing has been at Volkhov and Corey, especially back when there were just really good places, either from boat or from shore, to just like cast and fish just all day, catching tons of char and lake trout and stuff at Corey, and then Atlantic salmon and Xander and asp and stuff at Volkhov. We'll go to about 8 a.m., then we'll wrap it up. You know, the cool thing about this, a lot of people are still doing a lot of trolling here at Volkhov. So if you were trolling during the day, this isn't a bad spot. It's fairly conveniently located from where a lot of the trolling is getting done. You could just like park your boat here, run down here, catch a couple eel or a handful of burbot, take a break from all of the trolling, and then, you know, the next morning just go back out. Supplement your silver per hour even more, potentially. I think we'll hang on here till about 8 a.m. Then we'll wrap it up. We've had this fish playing with. I don't know. Do eels nibble at all, or is that just a sign that it's something else? The fact that that thing has just been playing with it for the last in-game hour. So crazy. So is it just me, or has the loop rig been a higher bite rate than the inline? That may not be true. We caught at least one fish on our first line, but second to our loop rig, and it seems like a little more consistent. It's like 30,000 experience for one little eel. That is just crazy. So that one didn't nibble that long, right? It's like, got a bite, then boom, gone. I think we're getting another bite on that middle line too. I wonder if there's any other species of fish that we are likely to catch here. A size 6 hook, I mean, we could catch like a, I don't know, what would eat fish pieces? Like a Chinese sleeper, maybe? Do they? I don't know if they'll eat fish pieces at all, though. There's not a lot that eats fish pieces. That's one of the interesting baits. Is really targets burbot. If eel are present, it might target eel, catfish. Maybe occasionally other things, but it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot that will. Like if you throw night crawlers in, you open yourself up to all kinds of different fish. Which that would have been interesting maybe to have one line with night crawlers, but I don't know. The fact that burbot and eel are both liking fish pieces, it seems pretty good. How long have we had this nibble going on the third rod? I mean, there's 4.4 meters per second wind. But that doesn't look like wind to me. It looks like it's something playing with it. The wind's getting stronger and stronger. Yeah, it looks like it is the pond where at least some people have been catching the buffalo. All right, I guess we'll wrap it up there. So, 26 minutes of fishing, 2 eels that were markers, 1 non-marker, 4 marker burbot. I mean, it's not bad. It's actually pretty interesting if you're just trying to get your eel trophy at Volkhov. Is that even a card, by the way? I don't think it is. Okay, so never mind. It's not a card. But if you're just trying to get one, then seems like this might be a decent spot. I mean, the eel are definitely biting here. Some, you know, and it's nice to get the decent burbot mixed in with them as well. Okay, as always, thanks for watching. Hopefully through the weekend my schedule will get a little bit more manageable, and try to keep on top of the videos. Just last couple days have been busy, but oh, and I did have that one video that got lost in the ether. Y'all have a good one, and I will see you next time. Peace out.